I spent the morning talking to a friend who swapped her entire body in Second Life and said she finally feels like herself. It got me thinking about how strange it is. Building a version of you that exists in pixels, but still hits closer to home than the one in the mirror. People outside think it's just a game, but if you've ever rebuilt yourself in here, even once, you know it isn't that simple. I caught up with Seren this week. About a year ago, her avatar was petite. Today she walked in wearing Reborn with a chest that could block the sun. She sounded happy, properly happy, and I liked that for her. We joked about it for a minute. Not the size, the shift. How you can live in one body for years, then wake up and decide you want a different silhouette. Only in Second Life can you reinvent your entire torso before breakfast. It reminded me of something I haven't said out loud. There was a day I tried switching bodies too. I saw this outfit I loved, but it didn't come for Petite X, so I thought, fine, I'll wear Lara X. I owned it. It made sense. Except the second I put it on, something felt off. Even with the chest slider scraped down as far as it would go, the shape wasn't mine anymore. Not bad. Just not me. Funny how that happens. You think you're just playing with sliders, then you realize you've built a body you're attached to. A body that carries your mood, your history, your little neuroses. You change it, and the room feels different. We talked about body measurements on the live stream the other day. Someone asked if we'd ever share ours. Everyone laughed. Everyone said no. Not a polite no, a hard no. You can ask for my skin, my hair base, my outfit. But my measurements? That's private territory. Like asking for the combination to a safe. Some people may think it's strange that we're so protective of our sliders. But is it really? Even in real life, most of us don't hand out our sizes like it's public information. Sure, if you're a size 000 and living on iced coffee and TikTok validation, maybe you brag. But the rest of us, we dodge the question. We shave numbers off. We invent new ones entirely. I've had friends swear they were a size 12, while their genes were begging for mercy. People lie about their age, their clothes sizes, their weight, especially their weight. Real life gives us no easy edits, so we bend the truth instead. Self-image is messy in both worlds. The difference is simple, though. Out there, you can't change anything quickly. In here, you can. And maybe that's why the numbers feel even more private. Because they aren't facts we inherited. They're choices we made. We ended up talking about that too. How avatar bodies become an extension of the self. You tweak a jawline for 10 minutes and suddenly it's your jawline. You adjust the body fat slider by 1 point and the whole mood changes. We're critical in here in a way most of us would never be in real life. Maybe because we know we can fix things with a mouse instead of a gym membership. No diets, no surgeons. Just patience and a good viewer. It's almost embarrassing how much time we spend on it. How we zoom in, zoom out, tweak, undo, redo, swear we're finished, then change one more thing. I've done it. So has everyone I know. You see a tiny gap in a seam, and it ruins your night. You fix it, and suddenly everything feels right again. People outside of Second Life don't really get that. They see a pretty avatar, or one of those wild-looking shapes that makes them wonder if we've finally lost the plot. We see the hours behind it, the trials and errors, the slow, stubborn search for a shape that feels like home. Then someone dares to ask for your measurements. Your instinct is to hide them behind your back like a diary. There's something revealing in that, something about ownership, identity, the way we build our digital selves with more intention than we ever built our real ones. There's something else I keep thinking about. People love calling us weirdos. Spend 5 minutes on YouTube and you'll find a stranger diagnosing our sanity because they saw one avatar shaped like a comic book fever dream. And sure, some shapes get wild, very fast. But here's something nobody likes to admit. We're all weird, every single one of us. Most people just don't have a place to show it without worrying who's watching. That's what Second Life becomes for some people. A pressure valve. A place to express the parts of yourself that don't fit neatly in the office, or the kitchen, or whatever life you're supposed to be living out there. People outside look in and assume we don't have lives because we spend time in here. Some residents probably don't, but most of us do. We log off, make dinner, walk the dog, go to work, call our kids. We come back because this space lets us breathe in a different way. Take Seren. When I met her, she had a broken heart. Proper heartbreak. She was dating in real life and in Second Life, trying to patch the hole any way she could. And in the middle of that, she obsessed over her avatar. Tweaked, rebuilt, switched bodies. The way some people cut their hair after a breakup, except hers came with mesh updates. Then she met someone. In real life. Someone who didn't blink when she said she played a virtual world. Someone who said he liked her avatar, but liked her real face more. He never even saw her old tiny boob petite phase. By the time he arrived, she was already in reborn mode with the new chest. He saw the waifu sliders and shrugged. Real life you is better, he told her. It's funny. People on the outside assume this world ruins lives. And sometimes it does. But sometimes it gives people the room they need to heal enough to live again. Seren kept talking about how good she finally feels in her new body. That was the part that stayed with me. Not the sliders, not the size jump, just the certainty in her voice. That she'd landed somewhere that fit. I think most of us chase that feeling in here. Not perfection, just recognition. That moment where you catch your reflection at a strange angle and think, yes, that's me. Or at least the version of me I'm choosing today. That's why it can feel strange to switch bodies or heads. Why some shapes click and others don't. Why a chest slider can make or break a mood. And why we'd rather hand you our bank details than our measurements. It isn't vanity, it's identity. Built one pixel at a time. The funny thing is, it's never really finished. There's always a new head we want to try, a body update we're waiting on, a push-up option we swear would solve everything. But underneath all that, there's a version we keep returning to, a shape carved from preference and stubbornness and whatever we've lived through in this place. Seren found hers. You could hear it in the way she talked about it. A steadiness, a kind of relief, like something finally clicked into place. That reminded me of something simple. This world gives us the freedom to become whatever we want, but the real challenge is knowing when something finally feels right. When it does, you hang on to it, even if the sliders stay locked behind your back. Now I'm curious about your moment, the change that made your avatar feel like home. Share it if you want to. Someone else might need to hear it.